Welcome back to my weekly reading. I'm Debbie A. Anderson, and this week's reading is from Monday, July the 23rd through to Sunday, July the 29th, 2018. This week, as we move so close to the end of July, Spirit are following on from last week's reading where they shared you can't always get what you want, but you always get what you need. And last week for me, that was certainly the case. My week was filled with Spirit giving me what I needed versus what I wanted. So thank you, Spirit, for giving us a heads up. And for this week's reading, the insights. When we hear the word surrender, sadly we associate it with failure, not succeeding. It's about giving in. But when we surrender something to the higher powers that we all call up to, we're actually releasing, letting go. We may have prayed, pushed and done everything in our human power, but nothing was working. That's when we cry out, why? Give me the answers. And we hear nothing. Then fear steps in, maybe jealousy, anger, and they all play a part, raising their ugly little heads. That's when we feel lost. Sometimes feel that the silence surrounding us or me is so loud it's almost bursting my eardrums. Finally, and I mean finally, I'm a bit of a kicking and screaming kind of girl. This is when we get that sense of true grace. Many call this letting go, letting God, and letting God take up the slack. Not stepping into the picture, stepping away from the picture. And this week is going to be the week where we cannot control, manipulate the outcome. We just have to trust. Trust, yes, that's a familiar word lately. And allow the ending to unravel, open up as it's supposed to. Yielding to the higher powers. That's us yielding to the higher powers. Trusting in our heart. Trusting in our heart. And haven't we done that a lot lately? Yes. Please, 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 please do not step into the ego or be judgmental. That is something we have to resist. So I need you to remember that. You need to disconnect from it and unite with your inner self, your heart center. Tap into that. Move inside, away from the emotional upheaval, away from all the distractions, the what I call head banging stuff. Let Spirit, the universe, whatever higher power you connect to, lead the way. Amazingly enough, our co-creators, our divine source, do actually know what they're doing for us. And everything this week is about timing. Divine timing. If what's happening to you this week seems like a shift that's hit the fan, yes, I said shift, not the other word. If it feels like it's hit the fan, then let it take place. Don't stand right in front of it trying to hold it back, because actually you're going to get splattered. We all know that if something great always comes out of something at the other end. It always does. It cannot be any other way. Especially if we don't try to interfere with it this week. It's going to be that amazing outcome. Far greater than we would have imagined. Far greater than we hoped for. Sometimes we need to surrender. Release. Let go. This too shall pass. I promise you that. Spirit are telling me just hang in there. Just hang in there. It's giving you the freedom to move forward in your vibrational frequency after this has shifted, after this has hit the fan. But it is all about trust. Trust, trust, trust. Believe and don't give up hope, please. Step into the knowledge that this is as it should be, now and always. Nothing different. They know what they're doing. Just sometimes we step in the way and just screw it up. Because this is the time when we step back, we surrender, that the real magic comes into play. Surrendering control in complete vibrational faith. Embrace the blessings, embracing them, giving thanks to whatever the outcome is given to us. Because if we reflect upon the conclusion, what it could have been, we will understand. Accept and be in gracious thanks. It's very important this week, very, very important. So let's see what the cards are. Using the Vibrational Energy Oracle deck, that is what is going to be there. And this is our first deck. This is one of all the creations in here, the ones I've created. So let's just see what the cards show us here. Oh, there it is. Okay. She says I'm balancing it on my arm. Okay, let me just see if I can. Yeah, I got it. I thought I'd lost it. It was one of those that it was there and it wasn't. Anyway. Yeah, we've had this card a little bit in lately. Refuge. Yes, this is a week to go within. Take cover, so to speak, but always, always, always with the divine knowledge that Spirit are right beside us, holding us up if need be, supporting in a loving way. Maybe it's time to move on from something or someone, letting them go with love and thanks. We sometimes forget that when something ends really in a way, we get into the anger, we get into all of that, but it's not about that. Embrace and love and thanks. We need to love and thank ourselves as well for being in that place of acceptance. So it's not just one way. This is always a two-way street. And let the healing begin. Sometimes it's better to wait something out, and that's what this beautiful picture is about. Sitting there, waiting it out, walking into the light, standing there maybe, rather than forcing something. This week, create your safe haven. Create your beautiful place. And if you notice on the very top of the card, there's this beautiful, I don't know if I'm coming in too close here, this beautiful image here that's crafted into the rock or into the photograph, and I always feel that's like a divine guardian angel looking out for us, watching over us. So this week, create your safe place for you to heal and love you. Be heart-centered and trust, okay? It's about the trust, okay? Now, using the Vibrational Earth Children deck, this is where we're going to tap into, or I'm going to tap into, Spirit are going to tap into, the inner child part of us. And these are the cards here. All right, the lovely violet or purple deck, whatever you like, and the cards already popped out. Already did. Okay, let me just put them to one side here. Grab the card. We've had this recently, I'm sure we have. I'll have to reflect back in other readings in the last few weeks, but quite hush. So I think we're getting a very loud and clear and concise picture this week. Rest up, be in silence, and embrace it this week. Don't get caught up in the intensity. Find a place, create a place for you to be in quiet hush. Reflect on this time. Maybe it's time to grab up your journaling if you haven't done that in a while. Do some journaling or start a journal. Meditate. Be in silence. Step away from it. This is our card this week. Let me just put that up there so I don't lose it. Now, for the last two. First of all, from the I Am Vibrational Affirmation, and then that will be followed on with a card from the I Am Sacred Affirmation. So let's start off orange. Let's see, this is the orange deck. Oh, gosh, was that card? No, it went back in there again. Let's just see what I'm getting. Okay, there's one sticking out here. I'm going to pull that card. Running out of space here, so let's see what I have. Card 23. And I love the beautiful butterfly on this, and the colours, the pinks, the blues. Card 23, I am the love vibration of peace within my soul. It is about the serenity that surrounds our energy always, especially this week. Be serene. Maybe we just need to float above it all. Just let it happen. Don't be caught up in it. That's what we're being told. Surrender. Now for the green deck. Oh, there's the card. It didn't take long to get the card out. Again, I'm sure we've had this card recently. Anyway, those people watching will probably be able to let me know in the little box at the bottom there, saying, oh yeah, we've had this before. Card number 51. I am sacred, providing unlimited resources to vibrationally heal myself. It is about balance. Last week we had going with the flow, and this week maybe it's just being in that stasis. My mind and body are one. Absolutely. Healthy and connected to my existence. Absolutely. This week's quote is from Maya Angelou. She shares, at 15, life had taught me undeniably that surrender, in its place, was as honourable as resistance, especially if one had no choice. I think that's very appropriate. So just step back, wait, go inside, heart-centered, and let it go past. Don't fight it, don't stand in the way. Don't jump up and try and catch this ball. Okay? Let me wish you all an inspirational week, embracing your true vibrational essence.